Don't argue with men. Just understand their patterns. Understand their triggers if you still want to deal with them. See, you have to understand there's no reasoning. There's no reasoning when you are talking to men about certain things. You got to make them do most of the talking. You have to. Because that way you can get more out of them. But if you keep on debating, if you keep on going back and forth with them and all that bullshit, you're going to see that someone, will have to just stop talking. Someone will have to just say, you know what, you're right. And it's always the women that have to stop. They have to stop talking when they're trying to overtalk you or debate with you and all that stuff. You're going to have to end up saying, you know what, you're right. Because that's what they want to believe anyway. See, when you are going back and forth with them, all they're going to see or view you as someone, that's purposely trying to be difficult, combative, and all of that bullshit. That's their favorite words. You're combative. You don't like to listen. See, this is the problem with women today. And they're right. Not the combative part. But they're right. A lot of women don't listen. A lot of women don't listen, and that's the problem. See, when they say those things, you have to take a step back and be like, you know what? He's right. Let me just keep listening to what he's saying so I can get more out of him. See, that's what I mean. That's how you start thinking logically instead of being so emotional. Stop getting emotional when these men say, you don't listen, you don't listen. Do a switcheroo on them if you still want to deal with them. And they'll tell you anything. They'll give you everything you need to know. Y'all gotta stop. That's why you keep losing. That's why you keep losing when you're dealing with them, because you're not allowing them to do all the talking. See, imagine if you are interested in a guy, right? And he is so used to dealing with women that's always over talking him and not listening to him and all that stuff. And then he finds you doing the total opposite. What do you think that man is going to do? This is what he's going to say. Oh, I never met a woman like you. I've always dealt with women that will always talk over me. They just always seem angry and always want to debate with me and all of this stuff. And, it's draining and all this bullshit. But now that I met you, this is different. Like, you're definitely different, blah, blah, blah. Now, we all know different don't mean shit to a man. They just be bullshitting. Now, he could be telling you the truth about, him dealing with women that don't listen. But if you're trying to get what you want from him, you continue to just keep listening to him. Because in his mind, he's going to think you're the girl for him. See? And then he's going to do things for you. Because I just told you, you're someone that he never dealt with before. And then as soon as you get whatever you need, that's when you still don't really talk much. You shouldn't really you really shouldn't have to have so much conversations with men, for real. It's really nothing to talk about if they're not really talking about money, honestly. But for the most part, he's going to come to you for things. And I'm talking about, what I mean by not coming to you for things, but he's going to start that pillow talking. He's going to start telling you everything, more things that he have never even said to his own mother. That's what I mean. He's just going to start bumping his gums. And then you can be the one to have the upper hand and say, you're doing too much. I need a break. I need a break because I've been doing a lot of things and I can't really talk to you like, every day like I used to, Well, what is it? What do you need? What do you need? Please. Got him. Now, here is a warning here. You don't want to be that motherfucker's therapist. Because sometimes when men deal with women that are like this, they think, well, I can tell her everything. And she, she'll just listen. And it's just like, wow. Like, because a lot of men don't have friends. A lot of men they can't talk to other men about stuff. because they be like, oh, you a bitch. You just, you toughen up. Like, da da da. So if they find a woman that do most of the listening, they're going to come to you for everything and give you everything. But just be mindful. Keep it short sometimes because come on, these your ears, baby. But I'm just saying, allow him to do most of the talking and you will get everything. For real. For real. Whatever that thing is, it doesn't matter, big or small. You gonna get it. Just shut up. Bye. Have a good night.